It's week 5 of the National Football League.
And we've got C.J. Stroud.
He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Texans and the Ravens, and it comes your way next.
Next to some of the northernmost waters of the beautiful Chesapeake Bay, we're at M&T Bank Stadium near Baltimore's Inner Harbor. And just like that, the season has reached October. Joined by Brock Hewitt up here in the booth, I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, I don't know about you, but I always feel like the smell starts to change in October. It just really starts to smell like fall, smell like football, second month of the regular season. And these next few games take on a greater importance moving forward.
Gosh, I wish I had a sense of smell. Mine is so bad, but I love what you're cooking right there. And I love...
We're through the first quarter of the season. Hard to believe, I know, as we kick off in this Week 5 contest. Good looking return here, and he's got room. So here come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out is the second overall pick back in the 2023 draft from the Ohio State. It's C.J. Stroud.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Justin Matabike making that stop. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. On the ground again with Mixon. And his drive forward halted after a couple of yards. That's Odafe Owe with a stop. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing to Stroud. This is complete to Schultz. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or 2 short for the first down.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And that hit at the 5, but got the bounce it needed to reach the end zone for a touchback. So here now are the Ravens on offense to begin their first drive. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And you wonder, as he's about to take his first snap today, yeah, he took care of the football last week, Kate. That was great, no interceptions. But just the 1 touchdown. Be curious if he cranks up that aggressive knob today.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Now after the run, we see he's visibly shaken up. Team medical staffers headed over to take a look. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. They motion a receiver left. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Will Anderson Jr. in on the stop. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Lamar now from the gun. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it.
go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss is really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Lamar off the play fake. Finds him over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Jackson throwing here. Taken in by Likely. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore. So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. 7-0 is our score. Back to the bank in just a moment. Welcome back. 2nd quarter about to start. Ravens with a chance for at least 3, maybe 6. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And he can only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Brings us 2nd and 9.
Now Jackson. Got his target. It's Hill. He winds up out of bounds, but things not settled yet. So we've got a flag down. An avoidable mistake, and that one's going to set the coaches off more than almost any other. And now they're going to mark off the yardage. So now, following the penalty, it's 1st and goal. And he's brought down after a decent gain. He gets him 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd and goal.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal.
Henry. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Ravens pull out in front further. 13-zip. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Setting up to try the point after. And he sends the point after right through the uprights. And the Ravens double their lead to 14. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. He'll begin his return from the 11. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. Here come the Texans as they get set to take over on offense. And they're still looking for their first signs of life on offense. Haven't even been able to get a 1st down off this defense just yet. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Shotgun now for Stroud. It is cut left side. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup. Ravens bring an extra DB out there. 3rd down coming up. From the gun, Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. The Texans set to punt. Tylan Wallace on the return for the Ravens. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Takes this in at the 25. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That one scored as a massive 67-yard effort. And it's going to be their football coming up. They've got first down from the 31. Henry gets it here to start the drive. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Here's Lamar. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
On first and 10, it's Henry. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up second and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
3rd and inches, and you hate to see that run go backwards. I just take myself back to a huddle, and you know you're imploring your guys, listen, just give us a little bit of a push, and we will move the sticks. Instead, well, the defense is energized with that stop.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. Completed to Flowers. And they drag him down just in time. He's shy of that marker. We've got a turnover on downs.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
Now we get a look at this Texans offense. And Brock, these guys are still searching. They are still searching for their first points, but beyond that, they don't even have a first down yet.
Not even one?
No, they're still searching. I know. That's complete. Here's Brooks. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
And that one looked like an interception for a second. Instead, it's incomplete. Defender couldn't hang on to it. 3rd down coming up. Throwing now from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. A give to Mixon up the middle. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. He made it 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. Keeping it with Mixon. Jukes one defender. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
He's taken down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run, but I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get games like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Here's Chubb on 2nd down. And they make the tackle at the 28-yard line. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go. Now there's the flag. Looks like the jump came from the left side of the line. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. That heater's going to fall to the turf. Christian Kirk, the intended receiver. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Now it's Kaimi Fairbairn on to try it for the Texans. From the left hash, this will be from 50. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll get him back to 11.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
On the return, here comes Justice Hill. He stopped on the return at the 27. Baltimore running its offense out now. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. This one's taken in by Hill. This play heads out of bounds. Marker down, though, Brock. Could be some free yards here.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, you know this better than most, Brock. Screens normally leave some rushers to come free, but still, it's not often you get roughing the passer on one.
No, it isn't, but I think of Tom Brady. To me, not only the greatest QB sneaker in the game, but he was one of the great screen masters, too. He understood how to sell a screen, draw those defenders to him, and like the QB did right there, sometimes they'll even tee off and you get the penalty.
2nd and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Texans' 43-yard line.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. 2nd and 3. Andrews with the catch. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Azeez Al-Shire that time on the tackle. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the Inner Harbor. The Ravens pushing for points. 3rd and just 2 to go. Putting a receiver in motion. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
Running for it. Here's Henry. And that run won't come close. That's a turnover on downs.
Yeah, I don't care that they didn't get it. Still the right call in that situation. It's a little too long for a field goal, and a punt really nets you very few yards. The decision-making was sound. It was the execution that let them down.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Pressure comes, Stroud. Completed over the middle. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. From just shy of midfield on 2nd down. Little off center, his man just couldn't adjust to it.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
And down he goes. The Ravens defense gets it done. Now we're going to have a a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second. As they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up. Tommy Townsend on to punt. And he's been one of the players of this game. He's been hitting it well so far. This is another big one. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Caught by Flowers. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Lamar now from the gun. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. He's got it at the 24. And some nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. He manages 13 on this punt return. And they'll get ready to go on offense. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. To the air, Stroud. Got his target, it's Higgins. He's got a gain of 6 there. Sanusi Kane able to make that stop. From the 43. That's complete. Here's Kirk. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Into the hands of Schultz. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. And that played good enough for a 1st. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. Now it's Kaimi Fairbairn on to try it for the Texans. He hit his first one. His second one's coming from inside of 40. Everly's kick is good. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
We will not get another play here, Brock. That's to an E. Time's going to run out on the half. So we've reached halftime here in Baltimore. The Ravens flying into the break with a lead. Now it's down to Florida, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by in Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis, where it was the Colts who were able to come away with the home victory. Jonathan Taylor, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And it was the visiting Dolphins who were able to get the victory. The Dolphins get back above 500 as they move to 3-2 with the victory. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check in on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. And that one, compelling, as evidenced by that scoreline. It was Derrick Henry, as he normally does, making his impact felt in that first half. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Here's Tylan Wallace on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Ravens and Lamar Jackson ready to go again on offense. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Man in motion here. First down throw for Jackson. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Finds him over the middle. Gets it ahead, has about 5. Out now.
3rd and 6.
Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Sending the tight end in motion left. Jackson now on 3rd. Escapes the pocket. He's running for it. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't. He was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
And the Ravens going nickel, third down. Going to the ground again on first. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. First down, and they go right back to him. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. And we'll pause here for an injured Texans player. Looks like he's shaken up, and they'll get someone out there to look at him. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 39. Got his target, it's Higgins. And he's out of bounds, just short of the 30. Give him 8 yards on the play. And the Texans are gonna have a first down. Mills back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. Offense in the hurry up here. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. That's to his back, Nick Chubb. And they'll get there and stop him at the line. That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Texans trail by 15. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
You know, that's an example right there where you just simply got to be on the same page with each other and get both ends of the play right to execute. They want that one back.
And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Henry gets it here to start the drive. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Another run for Henry. And he's brought down after a short gain. Timeout taken by the defense. Their second. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Running once more with Henry. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. Final timeout called by the Texans. Baltimore lined up in punt formation. Jordan Stout's the one to send it away. Averaging over 50 yards a kick, and this is another one well hit. And this punt works out. It's going to cross the 20, be touchdown at the 16-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out. They liked how that drive was going, but the ending, the turnover on downs, yeah, that's something they'll try to rewrite on this series. Throwing here, Mills. They connect on the deep shot. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. After that one's over, we see a player still in some pain. That's Christian Kirk, who's shaken up. He's being attended to now. Down 2 scores, no timeouts remaining. Long odds ahead of him. It's 1st and 10. Here's Mills. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Here's Mills to throw. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down. Here he is to throw. Trying to push it deep downfield. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he is in for the touchdown. Still unlikely, Brock, but it's not entirely over just yet with this score. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Extra point try coming. This would importantly make it a one-score game. The kick is good, and they've moved back within a possession in the 4th.
Ravens 24, Texans 16.
Ooh, their comeback hopes are dwindling by the second, but any path to victory starts with a successful onside try here. And this is going to be recovered by the Ravens, and they're moments away now from celebrating a win.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
Now this offense getting set to work here. Their lead's still more than a field goal, thankfully, should the worst happen, Brock. But obviously the goal here is to hang on to the ball and try to run this game out.
Yeah, the goal is to get to the best formation in the history of offensive football. The victory formation.
The victory formation.
That is all that you're thinking right now is just make these plays, run out this clock so we could take one more knee and celebrate.
So in front of the flock of fans in the stands, the Ravens get the win at home. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths. Because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? Both.
All of us.
Yeah,
all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now, and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.